This episode is sponsored by Jacobson Real Estate Company. Are you ready to find your dream home? Or maybe you're thinking about selling and want the best deal possible? Well, look no further. At Jacobson Real Estate Company, we make buying or selling your home smooth, stress-free, and exciting. With 50 plus years of experience and a deep knowledge of the Winona, Minnesota area market, we specialize in turning your real estate goals into reality. Whether it's finding that perfect neighborhood, negotiating top dollar for your property, or answering all of your questions along the way, we're here for you. Plus, with our personalized approach, you're not just a client, you're family. So why wait? Let Jacobson Real Estate Company open the door to your future. Call us today at 507-313-2716 or visit our website at jacobsonrealestatecompany.com. Because your next chapter starts here. Buy, sell, invest. Jacobson Real Estate Company. Welcome to this week's edition of Brews and Crews. I am your host, Chris Jacobson, and today I have a guy that I've played basketball against many years here, but also a man of many different trades. I'm very excited to have this guest here. Nikos Cortez is my guest today, and we are going to get into just all the different ventures that he is part of. And Nikos, welcome.
All right, thank you. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. We'll just put that closer to you.
Yeah, for sure.
And you requested some, you said, if anything, Tree Huggers, because you're not a drinker.
Yeah, not a drinker.
And I said, that's
THC
cool.
drinks.
Yeah,
for sure.
Cannabis. So let's crack these bad boys open. And I've had this one other time. These are the 10 mils, so... I don't know. I think these are the high octanes. Cheers, bud.
Cheers, appreciate it.
So I met you during basketball because we played men's league basketball against each other, and I've been playing men's league basketball for about the last 11 years.
Right.
And so that's kind of how we first met.
Yeah.
And then you just reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'd love to come on when I'm in town."
Right.
You're in town now, and here we are. So talk about it. Basketball. Have you been playing that since you were a kid like me?
Yeah, I've been playing since I was about 12 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was 5.
Yeah, he's 5.
I was
started
5.
I was 12. I was like, 6 foot at 12, so I'm going to play, I guess. People they made me play basketball because I was like 6 foot. So.
Well, yeah, what do you got to be? You just walked in. I'm like, man, I think about 6'3", 6'4"?
No, 6'5".
6'5", okay.
Yeah, 6'5".
Well, I wish I was around that height because 5'10" as a basketball player isn't a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, I know. We played against each other.
You know what? I like to box up or I like to post up and box out down low, so I'm always about that.
Sure,
but
sure.
I started playing happy hoops when I was little at 5 years old at the YMCA. Mm-hmm. Now, are you from Winona originally?
I'm from Chicago. But I've been in Winona like 10 years, so I'm from Winona.
All right, now you're just a native here.
Winonian, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, okay, so growing up in Chicago, where were you growing up then?
I grew up in the South Side, in Roseland area, all through there, like Dalton, Harvey, and stuff.
Okay.
It's a pretty rough neighborhood. Everything pretty much rough, but,
So then how'd you get up here 10 years ago?
Well, my kids kind of ended up moving up here. My mom have family members that lived out here and stuff. They connected to, related to the Shines that was out here and stuff. So
I actually played basketball with Shines. Steven Shines.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I know Steve.
Is he still around?
No, I think he's in Texas.
Oh, he's in Texas
he's
now.
a good dude, yeah.
He played the YMCA running Rebels with me back when I was in 7th and 8th grade. So I haven't seen him in years.
They're my children, cousins and stuff. So like my kids, I moved out here to be close to them and be around their family and stuff. And then I ended up following them like a year later.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
How you liking it?
I love Winona. Winona, I made my career in Winona pretty much. Doing all my shows, events, and made my way out here. So I love Winona.
All right, so I assume you're a Bulls fan.
Nah, I'm a Lakers fan.
What?
They said what?
Okay, well, how old are you right now?
30. I'm 37.
Okay.
It's the Kobe Bryant. It's Kobe Bryant for me. So my favorite player of all time. So
okay,
I've been a Lakers fan since then.
I would have guessed the Bulls just because. Well, I'm 38. You're 37. So that was a heyday of Jordan and the Bulls.
Yeah.
And that was like a hip hop.
I got my thing with that. So when I grew up in Chicago, I was a kid. So when the Bulls used to win a championship, it was like frightening. They used to be flipping cars. It was crazy. It was chaotic. Right? Stuff was always fucking insane. Right? So, like as a kid, I was always until the Bulls won the championship or the Bulls won. I was like, nah, I just never liked it.
So they would riot?
Yeah, we go crazy. We flipping cars and stuff. Yeah,
Okay,
go
that's
crazy.
one.
This the '90s.
I don't understand that still.
It was crazy. Yeah,
Win a championship.
Traumatized me a little bit.
Yeah, win a championship, flip cars makes zero sense.
Yeah.
I would be like, hey, let's go get some beers or something. I could understand drunk people celebrating, but flipping cars, riding.
Flipping cars, shooting guns, it's going crazy out there. It's Chicago. And the Bulls won. All you hear is that. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, so Lakers, obviously, basically like the stepping stone to the next era was Kobe.
Yeah, it was Kobe.
And so I understand that too. Just your age and my age kind of line up, so I figured Jordan, Pippen, all those guys, because they kind of brought to me, the Bulls brought the NBA into pop culture.
Right.
And I know they've said that a lot. And then the Lakers, I mean, the Lake
Showtime,
Show, they've been around since
Showtime,
the 80s, being cool.
Flashy, yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't expecting that. And you still ball, right? I mean,
I still ball. I was thinking about, we got a season coming up. You playing this season?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about it. I'm thinking about getting my own team, though. I talked to Gil. I just, came from down to Gil. Shout out to Gil. He just did the cut. But he was we probably talking about doing something, getting a team before it start.
He had one last year. Then he used to play with me.
Yeah.
And then some younger guys, they said, hey, do you want to sponsor? And then you have to play. I'm like, I have to, huh?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I said, you know what? I mean, you guys I'm one of the older ones on the team. I said, well, if you need me to step in, that's fine. They always wanted me in the game. Like, I don't know why. Right. I'm only averaging 5 points.
I mean, you bring the energy, though. You bringing it.
I guess I bring the energy.
You got to do what you got to do. Box out. Do everything you got to do.
I do all the fundamental things.
You need the fundamentals.
Well, okay, I want to talk. I mean, you said that you made a career here in Winona, and I mean, I'm going off of, you sent me your website, which is called Dingy Group, right?
Yeah, Dingy Group.
And I was reading a little bit about why you called it that. And could you explain yourself, though, why you called it? Because it's right on the website. Why did you come up with...
Well, Dingy. Well, this the shirt, whatever, Dingy Group. It's Dingy was one of my best friends. He's from Winona. Well, he's from Winona. And he had passed away. From a drug overdose. Me and him was real cool, and we did a lot of business together. I stayed when he kind of helped me out, took me in when I had nowhere to go. I first moved to Winona. But I know his death kind of just affected me, so I kind of from his name, I just started a company, an entertainment company, pretty much an enterprise, and I just went from there, in his name, so I just keep his name alive. A lot of people know who he was in Winona too, so.
Would I know who he is?
I mean, you probably would, man.
Okay.
Mark Dingy.
Mark Dingy. Did he play ball at all? Or?
Nah,
no?
More of a hippie type of dude, but he's, computer tech genius.
Okay.
Computers and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So then it's kind of like an ode to him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's one thing I didn't know until I actually started reading the website, and I'm like, oh, what's Dingy Group? I didn't know what that meant. And now I looked on your website, and you offer many services. Services I didn't even know about. Now, the one thing I did know about you is that, yes, you bring shows to Winona. Right. You have to the Black Horse many times. Right. But there was other things I went on there. I'm like, oh, a limo service? Security service?
Yeah, for sure.
Production studio.
Yeah.
You have a clothing line.
Yeah.
I think there was moving company too.
Yeah, it's a moving company too, yeah.
Okay. Sure. Now, I don't even know where to start on the questions, but which one was what started it all?
It was doing the shows. It was the event. It was right after COVID. I did a birthday party at the Black Horse. Shout out to Andre.
Andre?
That's my guy, one of my best friends. We threw a birthday party, and it was kind of like a birthday bash, and the whole town came and supported, and it was a big thing. So it was a show. It was just a birthday party, kind of did a show with it. Started doing local artists and stuff like that. And I got an idea just to go bigger with it, and I just started, doing celebrities and stuff after that, bringing celebrities to the town. So.
Was that the COVID times? Right?
Yeah, it was the COVID time. It's soon after COVID, everything got shut down, and then once we kind of opened back up a little bit, that's when I kind of jump into the music scene, the shows and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I remember Andre was one of the few places that was kind of not open, but he was doing a lot of takeout orders. Yeah. I would at least go to him once or twice a week because it was a local business that was still up and kicking and running. Yeah. So then you started actually during the year of 2020. So only talking 5 years you've been up and running here.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So what was the birthday bash? Who was it for, or was it?
It was my birthday.
Your birthday.
It was my birthday
okay.
bash. Yeah, it was mine. It was a crazy. I was probably my biggest show was that like 5 years ago, my birthday bash. I mean, people came out, like the whole town of Winona came out. So
Nice.
yeah.
So, you said you had local artists, or
Yeah, I had local artists.
Well, are they hip hop artists, country artists? What are we talking
It
about?
was a mixture of everything. You know, hip hop. You know, mainly hip hop, but it's a mixture of everything. We do hip hop, country. We pretty much do everything. You know,
Okay.
Everybody type of music. You know.
Who were some of the locals?
Um,
And when you mean local, do you mean Winona or the surrounding area?
The surrounding area,
Okay.
like Winona, La Crosse,
Sure.
Rochester, any Minneapolis and cities and stuff. So
Okay.
like, a lot of those areas come. We also support me and do shows and stuff. I shout out to Thoroughbred alumni. They I do a lot of shows with them too. They bring a lot of artists and stuff. They out in La Crosse, so a lot of local artists be in the area and stuff.
Gotcha.
Like Jigga G, he's a local from Winona.
Who's that?
Jigga G. He's a local rapper from Winona.
There's one person I
He's
know.
probably like the best rapper in Winona, like
No.
hands down. He always at all my shows. Like I always gonna book him just because.
Okay.
He local. Everybody know who he is.
Nice.
He got a buzz out here. So.
I saw one photo, a guy by the name of Pelly.
Pelly.
Yeah.
Pelly, yeah, Pelly too. Yeah, shout out to Pelly. I
Yeah.
do a lot of stuff with Pelly too. Pelly cool.
He's actually contacted me to be on the podcast a time
you
or
should
two.
get
We're
him.
trying to line a date because I know he's all over the place
Yeah.
because he's producing music,
Yeah.
and I think isn't it like professional teams are picking
Yeah,
up
he
his
doing
music?
like I know I've seen him at the Denver Nuggets doing
Yeah.
like they stuff like
And
that.
I think the
yeah.
Texans, I
Yeah,
think, or Houston Texans.
Yeah.
So that's pretty big. And I saw photos of him, and then I saw a bunch of other ones. Now I might not be up on the local hip hop scene, so
Mm-hmm.
I might not know any of these people. But as we go along in the interview, just shout them out because I don't really know who they are, and I'm going to guarantee a lot of my people that listen to this probably aren't going to know who they are either.
Right.
So just shout them out every time.
Yeah. Shout out to Pelly. Pelly more of a he hip hop, but not he got different genre. He a different type of style of music.
I feel like his is like hype music.
hype, yeah.
Because I was listening to some of his music just because it would be on the he put it on Instagram or something. I'd hear it in the background. It's like it's supposed to get teams hyped up,
Right.
which makes sense.
Right.
That's kind of what
Yeah.
they would want.
Yeah, they want right. For
Yep.
sure.
Okay, so then you do this birthday party, and you didn't have a company at the time, did you?
Nah.
So you're just like, hey, this was fun.
Yeah.
I should do this for a living.
Yeah, because I was like, I think I could do it. I don't know. I kind of the first birthday party was like a success, and then I ended up like venturing out, going to like La Crosse and stuff, and meeting up with other promotion companies and other people that do the same thing I do, and I'm learning as I go.
Sure.
So I was doing the show. I meet Thoroughbred, and I'm like, let's do a show. The next show we did was Day from Atlanta, and then I didn't know what I was doing, but I was went as I went. I was learning from him, watching the stuff, and that's just how it really went for me.
So where in La Crosse have you done shows?
We done shows. I think that Booth Pub Hill or something. I'm pronouncing it right. Booth Hill Pub.
I don't know what that one
yeah,
is. No.
We did shows out there. That was it. That was pretty much what we did. The shows at the Booth Pub Hill.
I went to one show at the Cavalier Theater, and it was when Devin the Dude was in town back in 2017, I believe it was.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was interesting, and they did have some local artists that were on before him because he didn't show up until like 11:30 at night.
Right.
So I was at the Cavalier Theater. It was very
yeah.
unique.
Oh yeah. We I also have been there too. The Cavalier. Yeah.
That's an interesting place. It was kind of weird because obviously Devin the Dude in our area, hardly anybody knows him unless you really know him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was interesting because some people were, because it's a theater format, some people are just sitting there watching him, and there's other people like myself, front row, trying to like give him high fives and stuff. And it was really a unique experience on the low key scene. But I enjoy that kind of stuff because most of the people I like are kind of people that aren't huge, so you can get close enough to them and actually get the experience. And I had a fantastic time at that one because I've been a Devin the Dude fan since like 2000. So.
Right.
It's been, but okay. So you've done shows there, and then you mentioned another guy named Day, and that sounds familiar from Atlanta.
Yeah, Day from Atlanta. Yeah, rapper from Atlanta. So
Okay.
He got a. I mean, back about 10, 15 years ago, he had a buzz. He was going pretty strong out here. He still got a couple songs that people listen to this day that you can still play.
Okay.
2025. So.
Well, I lived in Atlanta for about 2 years, so I have an idea of what the scene is like down there, but not very much. But Day did sound familiar.
Yeah.
So okay, so then you get done with your birthday party, and you're like, hey, what's the next step? And what is the next step is, I guess my question is, where do we go from here? Like, I loved it. That was fun. I think I can do this as a living. Now what?
We took the business route. I got a team together. We did the LLC, get an assistant, get the website going. You know, start shooting music videos. You know, reaching out to celebrities, so they could shout out our brand,
Sure.
stuff like that, and we went from there. You know, just went from there. I'm like, I want to, like, my team, it's been a lot going on the last 5 years. I'd had to switch up team and, you know, had to do all stuff, but I'm still at the head of this. I'm still here. Like, it's still going on. But
Sure.
a lot of stuff, a lot of moving pieces have to be moving around, and, you know, but right now we definitely back in another rebuilding stage.
Okay.
You know, and, but.
So you're the CEO.
Yeah, I'm the CEO.
Okay,
CEO,
but other people under you are, you know.
I got people that work for the company. Yeah.
Okay.
I got some assistants. I got some artists that signed to the label. I got people that run my website. I got stuff like that. So.
Okay, and then now you said that you reached out to celebrities to shout out your brand.
Yeah.
Who actually responded and said?
Well, they did shows for me, so they had to respond. I got like
Oh.
King Louis, Aaron Carter,
Sure.
Day Day, El Hitter. We did Sada Baby. It's all on the website. I did a lot. Montana 300. I could keep going.
Okay, so those are actually celebrities, and they came here to Winona because I looked at the photos, and they have you have photos of them, and they're performing. So they actually responded. And
Yeah.
so, what did you say to them to get a response?
Well, it's business. I had to learn the business too when it comes to like doing shows and events and stuff like that. Just like any other business, you know, they got a price they need to get. They got a fee for shows they want to do. So if you could, you know what I'm saying, cover the deposit, pay their fee, then they'll book you. Then they see I'm a legit company. You know, I'm really doing this for real. So you can't be faking it. Like if you ain't really about it, a lot of them won't reach back out to you.
Sure.
So if I hit them up, like they gonna reach back out to me.
Okay.
You know, I'm serious.
Now, I was in the wrestling business, and not saying I'm done with it. I just haven't done it in 2 years. But it can be a shady business.
For sure. For sure.
Promoters say, "Oh, we'll pay you this,"
sure,
and then all of a
for
sudden the
sure.
show's over.
sure.
They don't.
They don't. Yeah.
So have you experienced that on the opposite end where someone, because you just said they have a deposit,
Yeah.
then there's a fee. I assume they want you to do they make you pay travel?
Some do. Depends.
Okay. Now,
Depends.
have you had any no-shows?
I haven't had a no-show, but I almost had a no-show with the Aaron Carter. If we're going to get into that.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get into
We
that.
talk about, yeah.
Okay. That would be the one thing I'd worry about. I'm the promoter. I throw down whatever. What is a normal deposit?
Anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500.
Whoa.
I'm paying like $10,000 for the artists at least.
Okay.
Some of them.
So that would be my nerve-wracking is that you give them this money and they don't show.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens to
Yeah,
a
it
lot of
happens.
wrestling people too.
Yeah, right.
And so you haven't had that, which is good.
Right.
So you don't have any scars on you of like bad.
I can think of. You know what I'm saying?
None that you could think. Well, I think it would stand out if you lost
Yeah.
money. I think you'd be like, shit. But that's good
funny.
though, because I thought you'd be like, I've had a couple. They paid the deposit and then they didn't show up and stuff like that. I always worry about that kind of stuff. And is the promotion, the concert scene, can it be shady?
It's super shady. It's super shady.
Okay.
It's shady, but like I said, I grew up from the South Side of Chicago. I'm kind of used to shady business.
Okay.
You know, got to handle certain stuff, but yeah, it's definitely shady. You know, and a lot of times what I do right now is just that lately I just do it all myself. Try to be hands on with myself. Like,
Yep.
I don't try to bring in too much other people in another company and whatever. Now I just like be hands on with it myself. So I watch everything now, but it's definitely shady. So I gotta watch my own team. You know, people collecting the money at the door. So
Okay.
yeah.
Is it hard to do to keep it all,
Yeah.
everything? Because I mean, you got to be like, okay, this guy's got this,
Yeah.
and then I got to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Yeah, then I got to pay people at the end, the security,
Sure.
stuff like that. So yeah, it's a lot. It's hard to do, but I'll be managing it well. I really, honestly, didn't. You see everything I do. The company, I'm used to just
Yep.
working in the chaos, man. So I handle everything well. You know,
That's-
sometimes a lot of times I be ready to break, but most of the time I keep it together.
That's
You know
good.
what I'm
That's
saying?
good. I mean, once it gets going, it's got to seem like, okay, everything's going pretty smooth now. And so when you do a show, do you book multiple artists then at once?
Well, see, I do like a headliner.
Yep.
Mostly be all locals. You know,
Okay.
it'd be like some local people from around the areas, surrounding areas. There, if they want to get on stage, they book their slot, and then I just have a main artist. But now what I'm going to do when I start transitioning, doing other shows, picking it back up again, I'm gonna be most likely gonna be a lot of main artists. It won't be too much local. And start booking like a couple of main artists back to back.
Okay.
3 main artists.
Sure. Yeah, because I always know whenever I go to a concert, there's maybe an opening act or two,
Right.
and then you got the main headliner.
Yeah,
So okay, I understand. How many people have you normally show up to a show then here in Winona? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the Winona is the most hip hop scene.
It's not at all.
Okay.
It's not at all, man. But I got some people out there, that listen to hip hop, but it's not the most hip hop. It's actually like you got to go somewhere else with that. For hip hop shows, small suburbs be like 50 to 75 people. For like the hip hop show.
Sure.
So.
Do the performers ever go like, man, I was really expecting a bigger crowd?
Oh yeah, for sure. I didn't reach to see him like DJ Luke Nasty. He performed and stuff, but I could tell he was like in lacrosse. He just wasn't feeling it because there was nobody there.
Sure.
These people got like Grammy nominated songs, and these people got like these songs like they good. And they was on a whole nother level. Then they gotta come perform in Winona. So it'd be like I don't want to like be the end of their career or nothing, but.
Well,
Yeah.
the one thing we always were taught with wrestling, no matter if there's 2 people in the
Right.
seats or 2,000
Right.
people in the seats, you got to
show-
perform like it's a big
the
crowd.
show must go on, man.
The show must go on.
Watch it, man.
I always think that would be so awkward. And I like to sing karaoke. Everyone that knows me knows I love singing karaoke. But it feels way better when there's a large group of people in the room, even though I'm not the greatest singer.
Right.
It's better than having 2 people sitting out there listening to you. Listening to me probably whine and croak on the mic. But it's always way more
Karaoke.
fun having a lot more people out there because they've got to feed off the energy, obviously, of what the audience is doing as well.
Yeah.
So you said the biggest performer you've ever had here was Aaron Carter. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would say so. I'll say Aaron Carter.
I would say in Winona, we
Yeah.
know who he is.
Right. Exactly.
So,
right.
okay, so you brought him here, and I know that he just recently passed away as
Right.
well, but I remember seeing the photos, and people were like, Aaron Carter's in town?
Right.
I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, well, where is he at? Black Horse.
The Black Horse. Right.
Yeah. So how did, when I think of Aaron Carter, I think of the young child, Aaron
the
Carter.
Album Candy, yeah. How I Beat Shaq. and
Yeah,
stuff.
How I Beat Shaq,
that's
yes.
what I thought of him too. Yeah.
Okay, so then did he get into hip hop?
He was like hip hop, like kind of like hip and pop. You know, what I
Okay.
mean? Like kind of more so pop a little bit, but.
Sure.
His last album, not his last one, but he had an album called The Love Album, was actually really fire. So
Okay.
It was actually really good.
So then how did you decide, hey, let's go after Aaron?
Well, it honestly wasn't me. It was Thoroughbred. Shout out Thoroughbred alumni. The out of lacrosse, he kind of like slid it up to me like, man, I could get Aaron Carter. What you want to do with that? And at the time, I wasn't really thinking. I was just doing shows. I'm like, yeah, let's do it, whatever, And then I told Andre, I'm like, man, we gonna do Eric Carter at the Black Horse. He was like, the Aaron Carter. I'm like, so then I'm like, hold on, let me see who you talking about. I looked him up. Oh yeah, this Aaron Carter. I'm like, yeah, we gonna do him. So everybody was excited at first, and then I don't know. It just after that, like people got wind that we was doing a show with him at the Black Horse, and they started harassing the Black Horse. They started harassing me, like Peter. Like they was like saying he killed dogs, and like people like if we do the show, we gonna boycott it. Like we gonna be out there. It was like a whole fucking thing. Like me and Andre, we kind of like bumping heads about it because people were complaining about it, and like me and his friendship was on the line. It was like that. It was like super. Like it was like up. So like the whole 2 months of promoting the show, it was just people didn't want us to do the show. Me and Andre like fighting over it because we don't know what to do, and we tired of people complaining and commenting, and it was just a bad review. And then come towards the show, he canceled it the day of the show.
He canceled the show?
He canceled the show the day of the show.
Okay.
Now
I assume you got the deposit already down.
he already had the money already.
Fuck.
So he canceled the show and stuff. I don't know, man. This lady, I was talking to her a lot. She was the one that was really on this case and want to perform and stuff. I don't know. She kind of like made a post or did something that went kind of viral. And next thing you know, he was like, he made an Instagram post like, I'm on my way to Winona, Minnesota right now to do the show. I sold out the show. Y'all thought it was canceled, but it wasn't. So he get on the plane and get to the show, get to Winona, but he get to like the airport like around Minneapolis like around 11:30. Winona, our bars closed at 1 o'clock.
Oh, 11:30 p.m.
Yeah, he get to town at 11:30 p.m. The show going on. People at the show like looking at me like, where's he at? Like people like, it's just a whole thing, man. Like people paying money, they mad, they walking out, they leaving. Like people looking at me with disgust. I'm sitting here like, this dude better come on. Like Andre looking at me like, where he at? So he finally show up, and he showed up at like 1 o'clock, like bar time. And I was like, man, I don't give a bro, get your ass on the stage and perform, bro. Like, get up here and perform. You know, we let him perform, and then even it was crazy. Like, even Andre, he don't even like talk. Even Andre had to have some words for him at the end of it. We had to come talk to him and stuff. Like, you know, it's not how we do business. It was a whole thing, man. But we was glad it was over. Then he passed away a week later.
Yeah,
So then they blamed us for it too. They like,
They blamed you guys
They blamed
for
us. They said well, he came to Winona and relapsed. He got. And they blamed us for that. So it was like, yeah, it was the whole thing. We didn't get the man high when he came to Winona, I promise.
You didn't what?
We didn't get him high when he came to Winona.
No. Did he stay overnight somewhere?
No, he actually left. As soon as he finished here, he hopped right back up got on his limo and flew back up to the.
You went right back up to the cities and left?
Yeah.
Gosh, it sounds like a lot of traveling for like, how long did he perform for?
About 15, 20 minutes tops.
Oh
Not that
my
long.
gosh. If I were you, I'm pissed.
Dude, I was pissed. Like, it was just because the crowd wasn't even there. At this point, the bar was closed.
Yeah.
So.
Right, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I didn't know all of what went on behind it. I knew there were some people very excited to see him. Yeah. I didn't know that there was like a boycott.
Yeah. So he canceled the show, and that's why the boycotters didn't come. Mm-hmm. But if he like they were coming. Like, it was coming. Like, Peter, like, people were coming to the Black Horse, like, to protest his performance and stuff like that. So I guess he was smart about canceling it. I like he was going to cancel the show, and then they didn't show up. But
so did he have a history of abusing animals? Guess I never heard that
from
one.
my research, yeah. From my understanding, yeah.
Okay.
About $30 or something like that. People complaining, like, yeah.
Jeez.
I didn't know that. You know, I didn't know that at first.
I didn't know that even until you just said that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And we already had the business going. We already paid them and stuff like that. And people was coming with this. I'm like, we already done paid the guy. We already did this.
Can I ask you what his fee was or not?
Oh, it was not. It wasn't. He only wanted $5,000.
Okay. Yeah. What was the deposit for something like
$2,500 and then $2,500 on the back.
So half and half.
Yeah.
Okay, so that happens. You're mad.
Right.
The owner of the Black Horse, Andre's mad.
Yeah.
And did you guys both confront him?
Yeah, we did at the end
What
of it.
was his response?
He was just saying, like, he was saying he's sorry, and his response was, I don't know, I think he see we mean business and stuff, and we told him we'll run him back. If he was really, like, up to his stuff and, really, like, about his business, we'll bring you back. And we'll do this for real this time.
Yeah.
Like, even Andre was saying, Andre usually don't talk to but, like, he even said, like, man, if you about your business, man, you get your stuff together, like, we'll bring you back, and it'd be way worth it. You'll have some money. So he's like, I'm sorry. He seen that we were serious. So, like, he kind of, like, shouted us out at the No Jumper. He shouted us out and went on to Minnesota and stuff. So he seemed like he was serious, but.
But then he never had the chance to come back and make it right because then what happened? He overdosed?
They say he overdosed and drowned in the bathtub.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Drowned in the bathtub. Yeah. I know there were some people that were there that night. Actually, one of my good friends was. And I'm like, what happened a week later? Because she's like, I don't know. And I heard a lot of people were very excited to see him. And, like, as Andre was shocked probably when he said, I got Aaron Carter. And he's like, oh, like Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
He's thinking.
Right.
Teenage Aaron Carter, and so was I. I'm like, oh, he's still performing. Okay. Right. But he was more into the hip-hop scene. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. It was at the most, I don't know, interesting, negative.
That was the most everything. Stressful. That was everything. I don't know. That was everything, but.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you're sitting there, he's like, what did he do, text you? Hey, I just landed, or what?
Yeah, he was like, I just landed, but it was like 11:30. And I'm like,
how did you get down to Winona in an hour and a half?
Yeah, man, he's speeding, I guess.
Jesus. I would have been like, bar's closed, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I would be kind of mad. Where was he coming from?
California.
California, okay. So he probably left at a way earlier time because obviously come this way, it's like 2 hours difference. So
yeah.
Okay, so that was a stressful night. I could understand because if he messes up and doesn't do things right, it doesn't make you look legit.
Right, it don't make me legit at all.
Because when you are starting off, because this was what, 2022?
Yeah.
So you're kind of in like year two of your business. Right. You're like, I got to have everything go off without a hitch.
Right.
Because you're a small business, so everyone knows who you are. Mm. They go, that's the guy that's in charge.
Right.
You got to have everything go smooth.
Right.
Did you face any backlash from that then?
From
just like people that came and said, oh God, he wasn't even close on time, and
yeah, I faced backlash for that.
Okay,
but still, like people, I can't please everybody. I tried, but
Yeah.
I still face backlash from it. Just anything I really do, almost like I kind of expect some criticism, some backlash, and I'm bringing something different to Winona that people not used to.
Sure.
So they already be like, "What's this hip hop stuff and what's this and what's that?" Already out here, but yeah, this is what I'm talented as my career. That's what I want to do. So I'm just, that's what I'm doing.
Sure. Yeah, and it stinks because you obviously want, like I said, everything to go off without a hitch. Right. You want a positive review, and you can't please everyone. But some people got to understand, you're not in charge of when Aaron gets here.
Right.
I paid him his fee.
Yeah.
I'm not in charge. I can't help that he didn't show up.
He didn't follow the
then.
contract. It's a contract. No time supposed to be. What time supposed to perform on stage. Everything in the contract.
What time was he supposed to perform?
He supposed to perform. He had to be on stage at 12:45. So
okay, so he was expecting 12:45.
We was expecting 12:45.
Okay,
yeah.
Was he really only going to do it for 20 minutes, or?
Well, they usually do a 15-minute set. They usually do 3 or 4 songs, and
Okay.
they only take about 15 minutes, and then
Damn.
they're about that. So
3 or 4 songs for $5,000.
yeah, that's it.
I need to make a hit.
I know, right? I'm trying
to make some money.
I got a studio. I'm working on a hit.
Well, okay. Let's go over to that. You have a studio.
Yeah.
Is it located in Winona?
Yeah, well, it was located in Winona, and I moved it to Vegas because I was in Vegas. I was there for 2 years. I just got back.
Okay.
So I lived in Vegas for 2 years. I just got back 2 months ago. So right now I'm bringing all the equipment and getting all the equipment stuff back from Nevada. I'm going out there at the end of the month to go get the rest of my stuff. But yeah, it'll be out here somewhere downtown or something. I'm looking for a spot, but I got everything I need. But I'll get a building around here somewhere. So.
We're in Vegas. Like, did you rent a place, buy a place?
Yeah, I had like a little studio rent, little spot.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who'd you have come in? Yeah, any big names that people might know?
Just local. I ain't really getting a chance to build and do celebrities and do studio session with the celebrities, which I plan on doing, to shoot some music videos with them. Everything be happening so fast. I have to come back to town, to Winona, because my son started high school, and I want to be a part of that. So
That's good.
yeah.
Okay, so now you're going to bring the studio back here,
Right.
and you hope to rent it out, I assume, per hour?
Yeah, well, yeah, I do studio session rent out. Well, it'd be like what I would do is it'd be like a one-stop shop for everything, like it was last time. You could record, mix, master songs, edit it. We could do all that for you. It'd be clothing line, and it'd be like our clothing in there, and what else we have in that was unique that we would be doing.
Well, you had a limo service. I saw that.
We got the party bus and limo
Sure,
service and
sure.
stuff too. Yeah, so it'd be like, well, it'd be like I'm opening. What I want to do is open up an entertainment system.
Okay.
An entertainment center for the youth.
Okay.
So like, well, I could teach them how to do all the music, mix and master and stuff at an early age. If they want to get into the music thing, so and then the studio would be there too. So that's really what I'm working on, like right now.
So you know how to make the music yourself?
Yeah, I could hire producers. And stuff
Okay.
like that. I could do everything myself, but I always I could hire producers and people that engineers and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But I could do those things too.
So are you, is the idea to teach it, but also if they want to actually record an album, they can do that too?
That too, yeah.
What would something like, if you rent out a studio, how much does that cost to do?
Far
Per
as
hour?
for the people.
Yeah, just like, let's say I want to come and record
you
some
want to
music.
record something?
How much would I be looking at to do that?
I mean, like if you wanted just to record a song, say if you wanted to shoot a music video too with that.
No, you're going to do that too.
You do all that.
Sweet,
So it's
okay.
one-stop shop. But if you wanted to record a song, just a song, right now we're doing like $25 an hour for the
Well, that's not bad.
studio session. Yeah.
So then, okay, so that's just to do that. What if I need someone to produce the music and make the music another?
That probably come in with that too.
Oh.
Because that probably be all part of that. Because if you record the song, the producer and the engineer gonna be there anyways, and they so.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's actually kind of interesting because I'm not sure how many studios we have in Winona. I feel like there are maybe one somewhere, but
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, and well, actually, this is before you were actually probably living here. There used to be a place called Rock Solid here in town.
I heard about Rock Solid.
Yeah, they used to have
heard
a
about Rock Solid.
recording studio, I think, in the upper level, but I don't know whatever became of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But-
I don't know either.
But nowadays, you can kind of make music on your computer, right?
Right, you
Or
go
at
on your
least
computer. Yeah,
It's a little easier, I
it's a little
suppose.
easier. You could do stuff now like on your computer and stuff, but when I open up the center, I'm gonna have it old school with all the gifts and gadgets on everything and that.
Like Dr. Dre.
Yeah, do it old
Push.
fashioned way.
That's right. Okay, well that's gonna go back in time a little bit for some people that don't understand that.
Yeah,
That'll-
we had a little technology. We had up to date stuff in there too, but
Sure. And then you said you also want to do music videos?
Yeah, I do a lot of music videos. I got a lot of music videos. You know, we had dingygroup.com on YouTube.
Okay.
So we had Dingy Group Enterprises, but there's a lot of music videos up there. I shot a bunch of music videos.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I do a lot for people around here. Too.
That's okay. Who's some people that you've done some music videos for then?
I did some for Arzo, Jay Breezer, Trio from Lacrosse.
I know there's one person or one music video that everyone knows in Winona. I don't know.
Winona song?
Yeah.
I'll be about 50 money.
Is that
Winona?
Did you do the music video?
No, I didn't do that. No, that was before my time. But that's my guy though. You know, shout out to 50. He in Minneapolis. He actually did a show. He did my birthday bash, and you know, we supposed to be doing some work. He got a song with one of my guys, Trent, TK. Yeah, they got a couple songs together too. But yeah, Winona song is a monument song.
I know people always ask about that. You seen that? And
he be kidding his head that because that's what people know him for. He actually do other music, got other good songs too, but people only know him for the Winona song. Well,
I know people in Winona know him for that. I don't think they'll know him for anything else other than that. But that's hilarious because that's one thing that people always remember is that music video about Winona. Right. The only rap thing we've ever had that I can remember.
It was crazy too. It was wild. A bunch of people in the video. I remember all I can remember is the $5 pizza box in the video. That from the
$5 pizza.
$5 pizza spot.
Now it's called Winona's Pizza.
Yeah, that's Winona's Pizza.
Yeah, now you should redo it. We need part 2 of Winona.
I could probably make that happen. Okay, I could probably make that happen for real.
So okay, now when it comes to what part do you have of the music portion? Because we're not to the other stuff yet. What part of that do you like the most of it? Is it putting on the shows? Is it possibly producing music or music videos?
The
production of it.
Yeah, like shooting the music videos and stuff like that. I like the production of it. You know, we could act. You know, it's like acting pretty much. You know, quick little movie scene.
Sure. How long would it take? Do you think from your experience, how long does it take to shoot a music video? It's like an all-day thing, a multiple-day thing.
It could be all day. It could be anywhere from 4 to 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so a couple scenes in different locations, areas, and stuff like that. About 4 to 6 hours.
Okay, now I got a question because I've seen music videos, and they line up the words with the mouth perfectly. Right. Are they shooting 4 different scenes? Recording the same song while they're obviously lip syncing it, I assume, and then they mash it all together. Yeah,
so that's pretty much on the cameraman. He does all the editing and he could mash all that stuff together. But you shoot a lot of times. You know, they shoot. A lot of times you could just shoot the music video without the music. You could just,
You're right.
But we play music in the background, so they play the music in the background, and you just shoot it, and then the cameraman he take the song and he edit it with the video.
Well, I feel like, okay, let's say I had a song and I wanted to come here. I feel like I would have to record the whole song doing things in this portion. Then I'd go to, let's just say, the lakes in Winona. I'd record the whole entire song, lip syncing it down there.
Yeah.
Another 4 locations, and then they mash it all up together so the words all come up.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes? Okay,
yeah,
so I was kind of on track with, because, music videos, I grew up with a lot of music videos. MTV, I grew up watching. God, I remember Coolio and all that kind of stuff when I was little. And one of the songs I remember when I was little was Doing It by LL Cool J. Yeah, I was too young to probably be listening to that. Yeah. It's all good. But, so you enjoy doing that portion. What, I guess, how much does it cost to produce something like that? Or is it just really time?
It's really just time. I mean, right now, a lot of cameramen and stuff, and a lot of people shooting music videos not charging that much money to shoot a music video. Like you got a crazy $15,000 camera or something.
Sure.
Yeah, but other than that, a lot of the times, we shoot your music video. You get your music video probably by $150.
Really?
A high quality, good. You know what I'm saying? 50. Good.
I mean, I feel like you can just record on a phone nowadays because it's all 4K and 120 frames per second. That's a lot.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So, okay, that's pretty cool. Now, let's go off with some of the other stuff. The clothing line. What's it called? Is it just Dingy Group?
It's Dingy Group, yeah.
Okay.
It's on the website. You keep scrolling down. You could order up stuff. I got what is one of the shirts right here. One of them.
Dragon?
Yeah, it's a dragon. It's the lunar year. We made that. This came out last year. But yeah, it was the lunar year, the year of the dragon. But,
okay.
Yeah, so that's why I did it. But it's pretty much a Dingy Group DGE.
Yep.
Did you Group Enterprise with the website on it?
Okay.
But,
So what's the idea with that then? Is it try to scale it so it's bigger, or is it just something?
Yeah. Right now we're gonna scale it when it's bigger. We're trying to get it bigger. I gotta get. Right now we in production and I get manufacturing. I gotta get the bundles and get ready to get that stuff back producing the clothes. But I'm working on that too right now, producing the clothes. But yeah, we're gonna try to scale this. I'm opening up I'm trying to open up a little clothing store too.
Okay, online or
we already online, but I'm trying to get a physical store. I'm trying to get something out here too, like
Sure.
a little store. Just sell some other stuff, but mainly my clothing.
So what was the idea with that then? Is it just I like clothing?
I like clothing too. Yeah, I'm real big into fashion and clothing and stuff, so I'm always been like that. I'm always dressing nice. I'm always putting shit on. So yeah, I was like with design. I dropped a lot of DG with Barry clothes and stuff. Like
Sure.
a whole bunch of stuff. I'm always dropping something different, something new. I always come up with different ideas, clothing and stuff. So, yeah.
So when you're doing this, do you have to find distribution and all that kind of stuff in order to produce it, or is it produced all like kind of locally at the moment?
Well, like sometimes I have done business with North Castles.
Yep.
They do clothing. They do a lot of mass production and stuff like that.
I know Hugo.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I did some stuff with him. He started me out a lot, and I might be going back to him too. But yeah, then from there, like I was in Nevada and stuff. They got some stuff in California. It's close that you could get like from these Asian companies, Chinese. You get bundles of mass bundles of clothing.
Sure.
For pretty good prices. So I think I'm gonna have to take another trip.
Well, I suppose if you get it in mass produced, it just makes the profit margins a little bit more. Because I know it's kind of tough to obviously you got to start somewhere, but it's not easy. I know that much.
Yeah, I get a lot of clothes. Like Hugo was, like I said, he helped me get a lot of mass production for a good price, so I could make some money off my clothing line too. So,
Yeah. So fashion just kind of another hobby that you're like, hey,
another hobby.
I mean, it all goes together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pop culture.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So then when you're going back to bringing shows to town, when's the next ones you got coming up, or you have some coming up in 2025 or 2026 down the road?
I'm looking towards 2026.
Okay.
And it won't. I don't know about. See, the Black Horse, they still rebuilding it,
Yep.
and all that. And I think maybe they want to take a little break from that side of it too, because me, Andre, we both know the business. Like doing this stuff, we kind of know we lose a lot of money more than we make doing the shows and promotion stuff, because a lot of people don't show up to events and stuff like that. So you lose a lot more money. So he, planning on taking another break. I took a break for like the last 2 years on doing shows and stuff, so I'm kind of like ready to get back into it. But it would be more in the surrounding areas though. I'll be more like La Crosse. So I'm in probably Rochester. I'm definitely I got my asset on Eau Claire. Pelly out there in Eau Claire too. Last time I checked.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. So I got my asset on Eau Claire. We're gonna be probably doing some stuff out there. They kind of got a good market too, where people show out and stuff to their shows.
Where do you think your best market would be in the local area here? Is it going to be Rochester, La Crosse, Eau Claire? What do you think?
Right now at the moment, I think it's gonna be Eau Claire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was thinking Rochester.
Yeah, Rochester too. I got shout out to Blake and them out there, two of my boys. I do a lot of business out there too. But maybe Rochester and Eau Claire is the top two places where that's where the market probably going to be at.
I feel like would it be hard to break into the Minneapolis area? I feel like there's just so much stuff going on up there.
I know a bunch of guys out there, a couple promoters and stuff. People that do the same thing I do. Like it wouldn't be too hard, But they definitely got their thing going on. I'd be new, but. I can see I can get my stuff get up in there. Yeah,
okay.
Get up in there.
So as we're starting to wind down the podcast here, who's someone that you want to work with? Like if you had someone that would come into, let's just say, the studio, who would you want someone to come in and work with, or who's someone you'd want to come play a show for you?
That's
tougher than you might think,
right now, I'm gonna just go with some future stuff. I'm gonna go with Boss Man D-Lo. He's a rapper from Miami. Yeah, I've been listening to him a lot. So he's been like he on a generational run. He just kind of like blew up out of nowhere last 2 years.
Boss Man D-Lo?
Yeah, Boss Man D-Lo.
All right.
Yeah, if I could. But he kind of expensive. He probably want like 20,000, 50,000.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so I've never heard of him, and I feel like I have. Well, maybe I'm just not up on the hip hop scene like I used to be because I'm like Too Short, Devin the Dude. That's my guys. Yeah. So I don't know who Boss Man D-Lo is at the moment. So is he kind of an independent guy at the moment, or is he higher than
he
that?
probably got. I think he's more independent, but I think he's independent, but he probably signed to a couple of distributors and got his stuff like that. But got his team and stuff. But he pretty big right now in the rap game. Like probably like top 3 right now.
Okay, I'll go look that one up then.
Yeah.
So you'd want to produce for him or just bring him to a show?
If I could do like everything I do, we could do a show, we could shoot a music video.
All in one.
Our section, we get a studio section. We can do all those things.
Dingy Group all in one. You can do it all here.
You can do it all in one. You can do it everything here. So yeah.
So that's a guy that he's kind of on the come up, and you kind of listening to.
Yeah,
And okay.
yeah.
You ever met him at all?
Nah,
Assume
nah,
not. Okay.
yeah. I'm pretty sure I ran into him down here. So.
Who'd you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to Twista, 50 Cent, my favorite artist.
Okay.
Twista, Do or Die, Crucial Conflict.
Do or Die by Twista?
Do or Die is a rap
Oh, yeah,
group
that's
from
a group,
Chicago.
that's a group.
Yeah, Twista though is
Yeah.
a Chicago artist too. So I grew up listening to a lot of that growing up.
Okay. Now, do you listen to other types of music then?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of country.
Really?
Yeah, I
What-
listen to a lot of hip hop country too. I listen to a lot of country though.
I feel like a lot of country music is kind of hip hoppy now.
Yeah, they doing that now. It's like a new way. It's like a new genre of music. It's like hip hop. Hip hop country is like gangsta cowboy. So that's kind of what I'm going to right now too. I'm in that field, gangsta cowboy.
Okay. Well, one person that comes to mind that just sounds like this is Big X the Plug. He sounds like that country rap.
Yeah, like Shabuzi.
Oh yeah, my wife loves
Me
Shabuzi.
too.
She's
That's
like,
my guy. I actually want to do something with him too. Like if I could,
that'd be
crazy.
Didn't he just win a Grammy? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's kind of cool then. And there's another guy, a white guy that sings some rap country. I think his name's like 501 Breeze.
Yeah.
You got like Square Toe Steppa is a song.
Steppa.
I listen to it at the gym all the time.
Yeah.
And people are always like, how the heck do you know all this music? I'm like, well, I listen to it at the gym, and nowadays music's so accessible. I can
Right.
just go to Apple Music and whatever
Yeah,
I want.
yeah.
So that is a new wave that's coming in, huh?
Yeah.
Because I feel like everyone told me, real country is George Strait and Garth
Right.
Brooks, and
Yeah.
I understand that because that is older. And then all of a sudden, it kind of went to like people call like maybe a rock country,
Yeah, rock
like
country.
Florida Georgia Line, stuff like that. And now it's kind of getting this hip hop
Yeah,
country,
hip hop country. Yeah.
which is actually kind of. I mean, I feel like it's, and I've said this to many people. I feel like country and hip hop are like two oppos.
Yeah, right.
But they're like starting to come
Opposite
together.
attracts, man. Some opposite attracts, man. It's dope.
It's
man.
true. I would have never, when I was younger, I would never have said, "Oh yeah, country hip hop.
Right.
That's gonna be a thing."
Yeah, but it's a
never.
thing. It's
So
like-
that's really cool, and that's interesting because it does bring a lot of people, together.
Yeah.
That maybe country people won't listen to hip hop, and then vice versa. And all of a sudden, you're like, wait a second, that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Big X the Plug. I like that. Whatever his big song was called, like. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of them. I know that. But anyways, I'm starting to understand what that genre is because I didn't even know there was I didn't even know it was considered a genre. I just thought, to me, Nelly was the first guy to ever
Nelly like that.
step over.
Yeah, with Nelly with Tim McGraw and stuff.
Yeah, and then he did it with Florida Georgia
Florida
Line.
Georgia,
And so to me, Nelly was the first guy to ever kind of cross those genres.
yeah.
And that was kind of cool too.
Yeah,
I grew up Nelly. Nelly came here when I was in 7th grade to WSU.
Right.
And
Oh,
I
cool.
went to that concert.
Cool,
And I was probably a little too young to be there, but it was a very, very fun time.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next for you then? Where are we heading here? Because 2025, we're kind of getting down the end of it. You said you're kind of more focused on 2026 coming up.
Yeah.
What's next, or what in your mind? What is next?
All right. Well, right now I'm on I want to say I'm on a media run right now. I'll be doing a lot of podcasting. And
Well, here you are.
Yeah. So I'm just the first one to start of it. So I got this going on. I'm probably gonna do DJ UTV in Chicago next. So yeah, right now I'm on a media run, getting ready for 2026. Like I said, I want to start doing shows. We're gonna do them at Rochester, Eau Claire, that area, and studio back open up. And like I said, we always got to move in, and party buses and stuff like that. And I'm working on another idea too. Like I want to get like a party, like a decent amount party bus to where I travel people back and forth from here to Vegas. So.
Well, what would that be like?
It would be like we play a fat fee. We'd take you to Vegas, stop Mill Point in like Denver or something like that, and you see the sights, and we take you to Vegas for a couple of days and bring you back.
Like, would it be on a party bus
Be on a
scene?
party bus. I make sure it's a big party bus, it's comfortable and everything and stuff
Sure.
like that. And
Better make sure the bathroom's good on there.
yeah, all that. I thought about this. Man, I've been thinking about this a long time, how to put this together. But yeah, I think it'll go because it's like a lot of times since I've been back, and I drove back to Vegas a couple times, and they were like, people just like, oh, you want to go to Vegas? I'm on the way to go. Yeah, I want to go, and people just.
People just drive to Vegas. That's a long trip.
Yeah, people, but it's a nice scenery though. Like if you,
Yeah.
if you like, but when you get past the Midwest, you get towards Denver and stuff.
Get past Nebraska.
Yeah, get past Nebraska. There, you like it's nothing but beautiful scenery out
Yeah.
there.
I went there when I was 7 years old with my grandparents. That was back in 94. I don't remember all the scenery, but I do remember certain aspects. And I remember Wyoming was really nice because we took a different route home.
Yeah, okay.
But we did drive there, and that was, I couldn't believe at 7 years old, they said, you were a great passenger.
Yeah.
And I had stories to tell. It was just like, I'm an only child. I can talk to whoever for the most part. But that would be an interesting concept.
Yeah.
So you'd stop at a halfway point, meaning like that's where you'd stay overnight?
Yeah, if they want to stay overnight, you get of course a couple stops here and there, but yeah.
That would make a long trip a lot more fun on a party bus.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like how many people do you think you could put on a party bus?
I'm trying to get a big one.
Like a coach bus?
50, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you'd have to charge a pretty good fee because you don't want to put too many people on, otherwise
Right.
people are going to be annoyed.
Right.
Bathroom situation,
Right.
I feel like, because
Yeah.
when I'm drinking a little bit, I'm peeing all the time.
Right, for sure.
Sure, yeah. So that would be a
don't know,
really
is it-
cool concept.
I don't know. It's something different. It's something new, and you'll never know.
Well, people fly out to Vegas all the time to
people
gamble.
fly to Vegas all the time.
So
yeah.
this is just a different way to experience it, and
Right.
it could be for the people that don't enjoy flying as much.
Right.
Because you can fly for, I don't know, nowadays, Christ, they almost pay you to come there to gamble. But that'd be really cool to see all the scenery too. Once you're past like Nebraska,
Yeah, what's best Nebraska? Yeah.
it's pretty plain and flat and boring. But yeah, that's an interesting concept. I mean, you already like you said, you're in the party bus game. The moving one, that one just shocked me actually. I was like, oh, he's a mover too.
yeah,
Shit,
we move.
okay.
Yeah, we haul the stuff about it here for real.
Okay, so 2026, you want to get back into shows. You're doing a media run. You want to do some podcasts, which I'm your first stop.
Right.
Oh man, I feel privileged. And then you're gonna go do you have other ones already lined up that you're going to?
Podcasters?
Yep.
Yeah, I got like I said, I got one in Chicago that I plan on going to after the holidays, maybe before the holidays.
Okay.
But,
Is this someone you know personally?
nah, he a big podcaster though out there. He's called DJU. He got a real big platform in Chicago.
What's his podcast about?
It's about it's like kind of like just talking, but it's pretty much of the hip hop scene and the drill scene in Chicago.
Gotcha.
It's different. He all into to politics and everything that's going on out there. Like me, I'm just going for the media run. It's a big platform. I did a lot of shows with a lot of Chicago artists. King Louis and stuff. So we could talk about that.
Gotcha.
But, yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, this is really neat that you're doing all this because, like I said, hip hop in Winona, not much of a thing.
Not at all.
But I was one of those few people that grew up rap, hip hop. I was watching MTV, like I was saying, when I was 7 years old. I'm sitting there watching LL Cool J, and I'm watching Snoop Dogg, Still a G Thing, and all that kind of stuff. And I always kind of felt like I was out of place. But then I also played basketball. It was like my love when I grew up as basketball. And that was pop culture at that time. I mean, you're the same age as I am, roughly. Yeah. The pop culture became a really cool thing, and it became very hip-hoppy what basketball was. And it was fun. And I think that's probably where I also get a little bit of that from, too. Right. And I still listen to my rap, too, but I've also gotten into different genres myself as I've grown up. I listen to John Mayer and stuff like that, which I always like keeping my mind open so I'm able to just not pigeonhole myself. And like you said, you're into country and you're probably into other music too that people don't even really know about.
Yeah, jazz, a lot of oldies. My mom, they grew up off the oldies and stuff. So
Sure.
A lot of oldies.
Well, what's an oldie to you? See, to me, an oldie is like 50s music.
Yeah, that. Yeah, my mom was born in '59, so
Okay.
yeah, oldies. Yeah.
See, I like
Temptations, like the Temptations and stuff
yeah.
like that. Not the oldies.
Dude, I found this band. They're called Duran Jones and the Indications. My wife's probably gonna laugh because she's probably listening to this, but they almost have like a Temptations sound to them. It's almost like a Motown sound, and they dress up in like these old suits that look like they're from the '60s. I think it's 3 black guys and 2 white guys. and they sound phenomenal.
Right.
It's really, if you gotta look it up, Duran Jones and the
Duran
Indications, it would probably take you back to a Temptations time,
that type
where
of
you'd be
time.
like, okay, and it's very smooth, and I was rocking my daughter to sleep. That's why I was listening to it. I'm like, oh, this is really good, and I like that kind of stuff because I like. Everyone makes fun of me.
Right.
Whenever I'm just sitting at home, I'll say, hey, Alexa, play smooth jazz.
Right.
And it's more of like piano music if you're at like a cocktail bar.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, it's relaxing to sometimes switch up things that you're listening to. Like for rap nowadays, when I was younger, I could listen to that all day long.
Right.
Nowadays, I'm like, unless I'm in the gym, I can't. It's like too exhausting.
Yeah, it's up. You tired, huh? There's an upbeat. The rap now is up. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
upbeat.
and it's really crazy because I'll get to the gym at like 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like
Yeah.
dog shit tired, and then all of a sudden I throw it. I'm like, okay, I'm up, I'm ready to go, and then all of a sudden when I'm done, I'm like, okay, that's the end. That's where it ends.
Right.
Okay. So last question then. Cool. If you had to meet one music artist other than the one that you said, who's the top? Is it 50 Cent?
It's definitely 50 Cent.
Definitely. Why 50? What? I mean, I bought his first album immediately right away.
Yeah. When I grew up as a kid, I always liked him since I was a kid. But he's a mogul, but his business, man, everything he do in business, besides the music, he took what he did from rap and then built a legacy, in business. So he did a lot, he's successful. So that's why I like him, because he's successful in what he did. He came from just rapping, but he did everything, like kind of what I do. I do a lot of stuff. So he didn't put his eggs in all one basket. He's a jack of all trades. So.
That I was expecting. That I was wondering if that was why you like him, because yes, at first he was just rap, but then all of a sudden he became a business person.
Yeah.
I would say it was like right around the mid 2000s, because I remember him and Kanye, they had their little feud and all that kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden it was like he went into business mode.
He's in business mode,
which is great because you gotta music. So people usually, for the most part, eventually you hit a wall and that's the end.
You got about 4 years. It's like it's like high school, college. You got about 4 year run if you.
Is it really?
Yeah, you got about 4 years. Now it's probably even shorter. Probably like 2 now. Back then it was like 4, but so you didn't really got that long,
Yeah, and I just saw is he gonna be like on Fox or something now?
Yeah.
He's gonna be an analyst of some sort.
Yeah,
I mean, that's crazy. Yeah. Going from assuming the movie is somewhat true to accuracy, basically growing up as a gangster, going into businessman. It is kind of impressive, and it's probably not cost him his life eventually, because wasn't he shot like 9 times?
Yeah, shot like 9 times.
Yeah. So that's
kind of like the same scenario, Grew up as Southside Chicago, growing up like that, and turning my life into what it is now. So
that's good. Yeah. So, well, I mean, I want to. First of all, I appreciate you coming on in and taking the time out of your day. And I haven't seen you in a couple of years, obviously.
Yeah, I was gone for 2. But,
yeah, you're gone in Vegas for 2. Yeah. But now you're starting back up here in 2026, trying to get some more gigs lined up for shows, trying to bring the production and the music studio to Winona. Yeah, that'll be something new for Winona.
And the entertainment center for the youth.
And the entertainment center for the youth. And you know what? There's actually a lot of good people in town to talk to do that, because I just had a guy on, I don't know if you know John Mullen, but he runs the Impact Center in town here.
My kids go there a lot. My kids always go there. I think I know that guy. Yeah, my kids go there.
Yeah, tall, bald, white guy. Yeah. And he's a phenomenal guy. That would be a person to hook up with, because you could probably teach some of the kids there these types of things that aren't taught in school.
Right.
This is just something brand new. Yeah. So, anyways, thank you for coming on in. It's been really fun. What's that?
So thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And before we actually shut this down, can you shout out any platforms that people can find you on?
All my credentials, I just go to the website. It's www.dingygroup.com. All my socials is on the website. So everything, just hit the website up, dingygroup.com.
Sounds good. And for those who are listening or watching, I will actually put that in the show notes. All you do is just click on his website. It'll take you to anything that you want. Remember, the guy is a jack of all trades. Only a portion of what we talked about today is really kind of what you're about, but we got the party bus, we got the clothing line, we got music production, we got shows. You're a jack of all trades, and it's really kind of fun to hear all about the behind the scenes, because a lot of people go to shows and they go, this is really nice, this is awesome, but they don't realize how much work you have to put in behind it.
Yeah, so I put a lot of work behind it that people don't understand. So a lot of work put in behind it, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of sacrifice. So
that's good. They'll work your ass off and think good things come.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, for those who are listening, though, this has been another episode of Brews and Crews. If you want, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, following, 5-starring. It does help the podcast reach a whole different genre of people, because we want this to go out to the masses, because you never know who's going to come on. Every single week we have many people that come on from all walks of life, and I want to thank Nikos one more time for coming on in. Cheers, bud.
Cheers, man.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.